All right, go ahead.
DeAndre, obviously not the result you guys were looking for. First half, you guys played pretty well. Had 3 shots that hit off the post or the crossbar. Just your takeaways from this game that obviously ends in a loss and ends the season from playoff contention.
Yeah, it's disappointing. We obviously wanted more from the game. We wanted more from hopefully a little run that we were trying to make and get in the playoffs. But it didn't happen. So we can't change anything that's happened, and we have to look forward now.
How do you feel about Leo playing again, like with the team?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, anytime he's able to step on the pitch, it's great for us. And just having him on the field, helps give the team some belief. And when you have a player like that, he can pull something out of the hat just out of nothing. It's always great to play with that type of player. So him being back is great for us.
It's a team effort.
When you have 12 games unbeaten, and your team was just riding such a high wave, there was just so much euphoria around the team and all that.
Right.
How do you look back on that? I mean, it's been kind of a tough time really since then.
Yeah.
How do you assess the season as a whole, and especially from July to now?
Yeah, it's been an interesting one. I think a lot of people forget is that we're basically learning on the fly here. We've had, I don't know how many games have been with Tata since 17, 18 games. And not a lot of training sessions. A lot of it's just been games because we're playing every 3 or 4 days. So we're having to learn within games. Not making excuses, but it hasn't been that long time. So we have a preseason and everybody's back healthy, and we really have some time together to meld as a team. I think we're going to be able to do really great things as a team.
DeAndre, for you guys, obviously, I mean, would you deem this season a success, given what you guys won the first trophy in franchise history, but obviously to fall short of the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting, what perspective, if you have different perspectives. At the beginning of the season, if you were to say in June that we're going to end the season with a trophy, you'd probably deem it a success. But after July, if you just say we're only going to end with 1 trophy, you probably wouldn't deem it a success. So however you want to look at it, obviously as professionals and as players of this club, we want to win everything. So for me, at least for me, speaking for me, it's not a success. Obviously, we won a trophy and that's great. We won the first trophy in club history and that's great. But we had an opportunity in the Open Cup, and I think we could have won that, and obviously with this one going in the playoffs, we wanted more from that. But again, you have to take the highs with the lows and lows with the highs, and that's just how it is.
It's a team
I want
effort.
to ask about Drake. Can I ask about Drake's performance? It just seems like it gets a little bit overshadowed with everything else that goes on. But some of those saves he made, and just tonight and other nights.
Yeah. Oh, it's incredible. It's like I said over there. People still get surprised by his performances, but it doesn't surprise me when he makes those saves. I now expect that from him because that's the standard he set. It's pretty scary because we were talking the other day, and I was saying how much I like the goalkeeper group that he works with. How they're all young, and there's no egos involved. They just get to work. And he was saying it's crazy. A year and a half ago, I was in their shoes. I was the 3rd goalkeeper, and just fighting to try to even get on the bench. And now look where he is, and with the national team and getting recognition here and there. So it's been really cool to see his growth. And the most impressive thing is he hasn't changed as a person. He stayed humble and stayed grounded, and it's still the same kid that I met when I first came to this place.
Yeah, DeAndre, it's a team effort, but since Leo went out against Toronto, so you guys have scored 4 goals in 5 games. I mean, how much did you guys miss him during this stretch run? Obviously, he's a DP, he's your playmaker, goal scorer. I mean, how much did you miss him?
Yeah, we miss him a ton. I mean, you take Mukhtar to Nashville, you're going to miss him. You take Costa out of Cincinnati, you're going to miss him. You take Carles Gil out of New England, you're going to miss him. There's a reason he's a DP. There's a reason he's the greatest player ever in the history, of this game. He scores goals, he creates goals, and he makes everybody around him better. So of course we missed him.
If I could ask you a really quick one, sorry, before Rafa takes you. I don't want to make excuses for you guys, but you guys have played a lot of games in short time, and Tata's harped on that in the last few post-game press conferences. I mean, how do you guys feel? Not just physically, but mentally with the grind, having to, like you said, just play games, not much training, not much recovery. I mean, how are you guys feeling at this point in the season after such a busy stretch?
It's tough physically. I think physically, people are beat. I think probably even mentally a little bit more. It's been pretty emotional ride, I think. But you know, it's one of those things that you just got to deal with. Again, everybody has to deal with it, and everybody's dealing with the same thing. So, do I think they should change it or not? I don't know. It's not really for me to decide. But I can tell you that physically we're pretty beat, and mentally we're pretty beat as well.
Thanks, DeAndre.
Thanks.